Hi guys, welcome back. Today in this video we'll be talking about TestSprite 3.0, an all-new feature introduced by TestSprite team to use the power of artificial intelligence and large language models and AI agent to entirely test your application without you writing even a single line of code. And this time they have got a lot of new feature with version 3.0. If you can see in the TestSprite dashboard over here, you can see that you already immediately notice some of the features that is not there entirely in the earlier versions of TestSprite. And all the features of TestSprite 3.0 is already live. As you can see over here, they have got features like the integration tests. They also have got the site exploration. So you can also see what and how you can explore, the AI agents can explore your application's UI and also tell if there is any UI bugs. You can immediately notice that coming through over here. They have also got some use case flow feature where you can see what are the use case of my applications, entirely mapping out something like this, like authentications and account management, employee management, employee details and PF calculations, home navigations, and you can see that all the features are listed over here. So you can see in a bird-eye view like what exactly is happening in the TestSprite world of understanding your application. And anytime if you think that there is something that needs to be added, then you can also resume that in the wizard that you can see over there, and then you can do everything. I mean, I will quickly show you how these things really work, but this is another feature that you have got. You can also export this entire operation to the GitHub repository. You can connect to the GitHub repository and start running your test from there. That is also available for you. And you can also see that it's going to be a detailed test report. So I'll quickly show every single feature in this particular video, and you will be amazed how amazingly everything works in TestSprite 3.0. So in order for you to get started with it, just go to the homepage over here in the dashboard and click this create new test. You have got two options. One is the local IDE via the MCP or the live web application. This is a brand new feature that is currently introduced. This was there even before, but now they have got a lot more feature introduced. So go and hit the continue button. So I'm going to say EA app test, and we need to pass the product requirement documentation. The application that I'm going to be testing out this time is going to be the eaapp.swami.com. This is the same exact application that we have tested many times. Even the TestSprite video that we have already talked about, I highly recommend to watch the other video of TestSprite that we discussed earlier, and then you can start working with it. And before you even start writing the test, I forgot to tell you one important thing. An announcement from the TestSprite team is that they have got the new hackathons going on, and this is the season 2 of hackathon going on at the moment, and you can read the rules over there and understand how you can submit an hackathon by yourself or join inside the hackathon of the TestSprite team, and then how you can get $3,000 of prize for 5 winners, which is amazing. And you can also see that there is going to be a season 3 of hackathon coming up. So please make sure that you join the Discord and read the rules to understand how things work. And finally, we also have got the TestSprite event in the Exit Automation YouTube Live, which is happening this Friday. I highly recommend you to join the YouTube Live event, which is going to be amazing. We also have got prizes for 5 winners sponsored entirely by TestSprite team. Thank you so much, TestSprite, for making this happen. And this is going to happen this week. Well, as I said, let's start jumping into the application product requirement documentation that we are going to be uploading for this application that we are going to be talking about. So for doing that, I'm going to go and hit this product requirement document, and then I'm going to be uploading the product requirement document over here. It's currently like 14 KB there. So I'm going to go and hit next, and you can see that the entire requirement is being uploaded. And now we have got the entire authentication account management. You can see that this is the full use case map which is generated. So you have got the user opens the login page, user enter the username and password, system redirect to the user authentication area. See, the entire detail is coming up for us over here. And if you think there is something missing, you see that this plus button coming up anywhere, wherever you want. You can click the plus button, and then you can start adding any of the flow that you wanted to, which is also something that you can do. And similarly, you can add some features if some feature is missing as well. This is something like the mermaid diagram you might have seen before. The same exact idea, it's coming up for you over there. You can also add all the different features that you think that might be missing. You can add them over here. And once you feel like this particular features that they have listed in the AI of the TestSprite, then you can just feel free to hit next there. and then you can start adding the backend URL or the front-end URLs. So at the moment for this application, I don't really have any backend API. I'll be talking about backend API testing later on. But for now, I'm going to just tell what is going to be the application URL, which is going to be the eaapp.sami.com. And I need to give the username as admin and the password as password. This is the same exact password that I use. I'm gonna upload the product requirement document one more time. You're gonna upload 3 files in total. I'm just uploading only 1 file at the moment. And you can see that the product briefing is there. I'm gonna hit next. Not now, and you can see that now the execution is going to be happening for us over here. At this point of time, right now, the AI agents are going to be exploring my application. It's going to be scanning for all the pages of the application, understanding how the application behaves and what is the locator of the application. So this time it's not really going to be writing the test, but it is going to be first understanding the user flows and things. Once it understands all the process, which the use case flow that we saw over here is being mapped over here, is done by the system, then we can add the test plan and then start writing more tests from there on, which is going to be amazing. So I'll be waiting for this entire operation to happen. And while this exploration of the UI is going to be happen for within the application, you'll also notice that it's going to show us like what's really happening in the UI as well. You see that now it's going to go login in and perform certain action. The same thing, everything is happening in the parallel at the moment. You can see that employee management execution is also happening over there, and there is employee details management is happening in another parallel execution. So nothing is happening in sequence at the moment. Everything is happening parallelly. So I'm just going to wait for this entire execution to happen, and we'll see what is going to be the next thing. And now you can see that there is the full exploration of our application is completed over here. And you can see within this particular use case walkthrough, which the AI agent has done over here, it says that the user logs in and this is the operation that it has performed and this is what it has seen. And this is the IDs and things that they have identified. And there is a user logout operation, user start forget password flows and blah, blah, blah. So you can see that how many tests just for the login operation is being identified over here by the AI agent. And they have also identified one UI bug over here, which we'll be talking about like how this is happening. But you can see that there is an employee management, employee details, and all those things. So these are the features that the current AI agent has identified over here. We can reconfigure the username and password any point of time if you really wanted to. Let's say you have identified everything, you want to move it to the staging environment, then you can do that as well. But once we have done our exploration of the application, then we can hit this next over here, which is going to analyze the explored page, designing the test cases. And now this is the place where it is going to start generating a more realistic test cases. So this is where the version 3.0 of the TestSprite shines over here, because now this time it is also going to be prioritizing which is the high test priority and what are the operation that it is going to be doing over here. So it's very, very detailed this time. Not only that, it has got the full idea of the application this time, which means it's so much easy for the TestSprite right now to start generating a more realistic test over there. And the moment I'm going to hit next this time, you will notice that after the exploration, there is this agent action comes in. So this is the place where the AI agent action kicks in. So this AI agent is the TestSprite AI agent, which is going to do all of these for you. And there is one test passing at the moment. So we can go and see what's really happening. And you can go and click the video. So see what's really happening. You see that how fast they are. It's pretty faster there. And you can see that now all the tests has got completed over here. So we have got around some of the tests, like 4 tests have got failed over here this time, and rest of the tests has got passed. So if I'm going to go to the AI agent action over here, you can see all the video recording of the test are there for us. So all the passing test over here, and these are the failing tests that we are seeing over here. And now we can create the failure log as well. So you can go and click see what's really happening. So there is this failure. Now you can also ask the AI agent to go and update this particular description if you think that, and then if you hit regenerate, then it's going to regenerate the test for you. But right now you can also see that this is a legit issue that we have got over here, which is the system is not going to allow you to change the password. So if you're going to go and click the change password over there, you see that there is nothing called change password at all in the application. I have made this intentionally within our app so that nobody can go and change the password. So that's the reason why the test is failing. So now this is a bug in the application, and the system has rightly identified this time, which is pretty amazing. And now you can also log the error and then do whatever you want. And then there is this test report, which is going to show you how the test execution has happened. So we have got an amazing report over here. You can also download the detailed report, which is going to be appearing for you over here. These are the new features that TestSprite 3.0 has got, which the earlier versions of TestSprite don't have at all. But this is the test report, and you see that's so amazing that we have got the entire report here, along with the Playwright code as well. Look at that. This is amazing. We have got the whole thing. And then you can also connect the entire code to the GitHub repository as well, and then you can start running it. So every time there is going to be an app change happens within your application, then you can see those changes being fed in into the TestSprite world of things, and then you can see the test execution is going to happen for you over there. We're talking about how you can connect to the GitHub from the TestSprite MCP. We have already talked about it. We'll also see how the version 3.0 bring things in the table. But these are the amazing things that you can see the TestSprite 3.0 has got, and these are amazing features. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. So please try to register the TestSprite Execute Automation event, which is going to happen on Friday of this week. So please go ahead and set a reminder yourself, and also try to join the hackathon of TestSprite. It has got all the different hacking way of how you can test your application, show it to the world, and also get the prizes of what you have done. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Catch you in the next one.